So today's story is about Yuichi, a second-year dickhead. He lives a normal life, and every morning he gets up to deliver newspapers. He does this to cover his basic needs like buy Russians. But today, Yuichi worked extra hard to earn some extra cash because his school is taking everyone on a trip. And he really wants to go since his other sons are going too. Here at school, we meet his closest son. First up is Sibe, who's really rich and bathes with gold-plated soap. Here he tells Yuichi that he can give him money so he can come on the school trip if he give him a head. But Seo doesn't like that. She feels like Sibe is just trying to show off his financial power to this beggar, and she worries that Yuichi might take it the wrong way. Just then, the other two friends, Yuthri and Tenzi, show up. They calm Seo down and tell her to forgive this short dick, since he always says stuff like that. Tenzi is really smart and has a great reputation in class. Fuck, he reminds me of my topper, that fucker. So, Yuthri is a really quiet girl who only scream in bed has been bullied a lot in the past. These five have a very deep friendship, and Yuichi wants their bond to stay strong. But the very next day, everyone finds out in the classroom that the 2 million yen they had saved for the school trip has been stolen. After that, Seo stands up in class and says that whoever the thief is should come forward and apologize, and they will forgive them. But that doesn't happen because whoever stole it keeps quiet, just like Yuichi's hope for Russian. Why would identity reveal itself on its own? But the situation only gets worse, just like Deep Hole. I know you know. Both Sibe and Seo stop coming to school, and it's been a long time since anyone's seen them there. After that, all the classmates start thinking that those two must have been the ones who stole it. Then one day, Yuichi finds a letter outside his house. The letter has the sender's name on it, and it's Seo's. In the letter, it says to meet her at school. So he runs off there like a dog. When he gets there, he sees the other four. Everyone's asking why you called us all here. But then they all realise that actually, no one really invited anyone like Squid Game shit. These letters with their names were just passed around so everyone would show up. Before they could do anything about it, Yuichi gets shocked from behind. After that, Yuichi is about to pass out and sees someone kidnapping his friends. When Yuichi loses consciousness, thinks maybe he about to get raped, then he starts thinking about his mum and his teacher. So his teacher is telling him that money is the most important thing in the world, but at the same time his mum is saying that friends are the most important. Then, when Yuichi comes to his senses, he sees that he and his friends are locked inside a room. A doll appears in front of them, and as soon as Yutori sees it, she realizes that this doll's name is Manabu because there was a character just like this in an old animated show. Then Manabu tells them that they're all going to participate in a game. If you win, you'll get 2 million yen per round, and if you complete the game, you'll get a total of 20 million yen. You'll have to use that money to pay off your debts. Then Yuichi says, "We never borrowed any money from you, so why are we playing this game?" Manago replies, "You didn't, but one of you five actually took 20 million yen in debt from us, and you have to pay it back." Then Taji says, "First of all, you kidnapped us so we can file a complaint against you. So what evidence do you have that we owe you any money?" That's when Manabu says that one of you already deposited 2 million yen to start this game. Here, Manabu is trying to tell everyone that the person who trapped you in this game is the same one who stole your school's money. After that, Manabu says you can leave the game if you want. But remember one thing, the 2 million yen you deposited, you won't get it back, and whoever took a 20 million yen loan from us will have to pay it off on their own. But if all of you are willing to participate, we'll split the money equally among the 5 of you, so each person gets 4 million yen. As you keep winning the game, that amount will go down, but if you lose, the amount will double. I'm giving you time to sit down and decide what you want to do. Then Siho says, "Here's an idea, let's..." People join the game because anyone who's taken money is one of us, and they're our friend, so as friends, we should help them out. Now everyone here agrees with the CEO's point, but Yuichi is thinking what should he do? He can either leave and quit the game since he hasn't borrowed any money, or he can stay and support his friends. In the end, Yuichi decides to stand by his friends, and then everything. People are ready to take part in this game. Their first game starts inside a room where there's a big coin placed on a table. Along with that, name badges for each person are also there, and these badges keep showing how much debt each person has. Right now, everyone has a debt of 4 million, but once the game starts, they're not allowed to show how much debt they have. If anyone does, their amount will be doubled. Then, after that, the game is explained to them. So in front of all of them, there's a huge table with a big coin on it. They have to place their hand on the coin, and then questions are asked to each person one by one. If everyone thinks the answer to a question should be yes, the coin automatically moves to yes. But if even one person feels the answer should be no, the coin moves to no. This game tests how much unity they have among themselves, and throughout the game, no one is allowed to talk to anyone else. Only the person who's currently answering a question can speak, and if anyone breaks this rule, their debt will be doubled. The final rule is a warning. After the game ends, the person with the lowest score will have everyone else's debt added to their own. Before the game starts, they're told that if they want to win, they need to stick together. And with that, the game begins. Here's the thing, when Seb is asked the first question to read, he says, "Is Mount Fuji the biggest mountain in Japan?" The question is super simple, and everyone thinks the coin will definitely go to yes. But everyone gets shocked when the coin actually goes to no, which makes their chances of reducing their debts even slimmer. Meanwhile, we see Sebi wants to say something, but Yuichi and Tenchi stop him because if he does, then she will break the rule. Then the CEO asks a second question, which is really easy, and everyone thinks the answer will be yes. But then the coin goes to no, and after this round it becomes clear that one of them is betraying the others. Yuichi feels like the CB is the one who's cheating them. She thinks this because a few days ago, CB went to meet the CEO and tried to propose to her, but the CEO refused. And when he forces himself on her, she punches him and then stops talking to him. After that, Sabi keeps telling everyone to please go and convince Siho, but no one does. In the end, Yuichi goes to the CEO again and talks on Sabi's behalf. Finally, the CEO agrees and starts talking to her, but Yuichi starts feeling like maybe this is the reason Sabi is fooling everyone here and wants to take revenge. And now there's a third player in the game. The question was asked by Tenji, and it was a really simple one, with the answer supposed to be yes, but then it went to coin no. Now the fourth question was supposed to be asked by Yuichi, but Yuichi was surprised to see that his card said he wouldn't be given any question. Instead, he could make up any question himself. Just then, Yuichi noticed the instructions written at the bottom of the page, which said that whatever question you ask, if the answer, if this comes out, the group will win, but if everyone answers the question wrong, then your debt will be cut in half. And here, Yuji realizes that his three friends who asked the first three questions must have known this too, which is why they purposely gave wrong answers to such easy questions, so their debt would be reduced by half. Yuji also starts thinking that maybe he should be selfish here and deliberately steer his answer towards no, so his debt gets halved. But then he starts to worry, because Yutori will ask the last question, and everyone knows Yutori is the weakest. So when Yutori asks the question, everyone will intentionally give the right answer. By doing this, Yutori will win that round, but her debt won't be cut in half. When the game ends, Yutori's rank will be the lowest because she'll have a 4 million debt, while everyone else will have just 2 million. That means Yutori's rank will be the worst. And on top of that, everyone else's debt will be added to Yutori's. But here Yuichi wanted to play fair and help Yutori here. So he asked really easy questions to get a yes answer, but then it went back to I don't know, and Yuichi realized someone was doing this on purpose. He got angry but couldn't do anything about it. Now the last question is about to be asked to Yutori, and she asks, will we all stay friends? Meanwhile, the people running the game were watching them closely through the cameras, and so were those people too. They're thinking this question should have come up at the start, then the answer would have obviously been yes. But right now, since everyone in the group is suspicious of each other, wondering who might be cheating, the answer might actually come out as no. That's when Yuichi suddenly speaks up. He does this to make sure Yutori doesn't get blamed for everything. But because of this, Yuichi ends up taking on double the blame and tells everyone that they're deliberately trying to trap Yutori. According to the rules, whoever has the least debt is supposed to lose the game, but these three all think Yuji is lying, so they don't talk to him at all, since Yuji was blaming everyone else. When the next round starts, everyone takes the coin towards yes. When the game ends, they all find out that out of their 4 billion debt, only 400,000 got reduced, which is very little. Meanwhile, Yuji's debt stays at the full 4 billion, because when Yuichi had asked a question, but everyone gave no answer, meaning his debt had reached 2 billion, but as soon as he spoke up in front of everyone, it shot back up to 4 billion. Then Manabu shows up and says, now we have to play the second game. At this point, Yuichi pauses for a moment. He wants to look at everyone's question papers to see what was written on them. But it gets too late because suddenly, the questions on everyone's papers disappear. Just then Siho also comes over and is discussing with Yuichi about who among them could be the trader. Now Yuichi feels that Siho might be the CEO who's the trader because at the start of the game, the CEO said they had to play this game, and he never even thought about who among them could have stolen 2 million lines from the school trip and also taken loans from these people. But the strangest thing here is when Siho comes to Yuichi, she tells him, Yuichi admits that she likes you. And on top of that, she also reveals that when the first round question was asked, she was about to answer, which got her penalized and increased her depth. Tenzi hears both sides here, but the organizers realize that Yuichi is really smart, especially when it comes to money. No one can beat her. Still, these people think that just being sharp-minded might not be enough. Here, to win every single game, one of these 5 friends wants to break their friendship. Now, when the next game is about to start, they're told that some audience will be watching, and on top of that, they have to insult their own friends during the game. But they still don't really get it. So Manabu calmly explains it to them. He says, look, you'll have to go inside this room one by one. Then after going inside, you'll find a piece of paper where you have to, I need to write some bad stuff about a friend and put it inside a box. Then I'll go into that room, take out the piece of paper from the box, and read aloud everything you've written in front of everyone. After that, the audience will vote on who among you should move ahead the most, and whoever crosses the finish line first will take on all the debt, while the other 4 will be eliminated. But if none of you write anything about anyone, if you don't vote, you guys will move 1 step forward each time. That means all of you together will cross the finishing line, and then you'll have to play the next 3rd game. In the end, Manabu warns everyone that whoever the traitor is, they definitely don't want all of you to cross the finishing line together. As soon as the game starts here, no one writes anything about anyone in the first 2 rounds.